Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Guys, in this video, we will be discussing the Lombok annotations. That is getter, setter, builder, toString, SLF4J, all these annotations we will be discussing in this particular video. So make sure that you are watching this video till the end. And guys, this is the 12th video in our Springboot for Interview series. So make sure that if you have not watched the rest of the videos till now, make sure to go and watch these videos on my playlist. The link you will find in the description box, because if you are preparing for the interviews or you are beginner in Spring Boot, then these playlists are definitely for you. So do not miss any of these things and make sure to watch them. And guys, more such videos will be posted in future on our channel. So make sure that you are getting the notification for it. So for getting notification, you will have to subscribe the channel. It will motivate me as well as it will give you timely updates on the new videos that we'll be posting. So guys, now let's start this video. And before starting the video, please hit that like button as well as the subscribe button for this channel. Okay, so guys, the Lombok annotations. So Lombok library helps in removing boilerplate code by providing annotations which help in code generation. So what we do currently, we write a class, entity class, let's suppose student. So what we are doing, we are like writing its getters, we are writing its setters, we are writing constructors, toString methods. So all these things we are writing manually. But now what has happened, that we will be using Lombok annotations from now. That is, we will just give the annotation or the class level, and it will automatically generate the getter, setter, constructors and toString methods for us. Okay, so I hope now the Lombok annotation is clear to you, how to use it and how actually it will make impact on our code. Let's just see it now. Okay, so guys, this is the student class that we were using in our previous videos. So you can see that in this student class there are two fields. One is integer ID and then is string name. So instead of these fields, what extra things we have? So extra things are getters for both these fields, setters for both these fields. There is an no arg constructor that is a default constructor. There is all argument constructor. There is a toString method also inside this class. So all this is the extra code. What we require that our class, that is student, should only contain the details of the fields, not these extra getter setters. So that is a extra code that we have. So for solving this purpose only, what we will be doing, we will be using the Lombok library. So for using the Lombok library, all these getter setters will be automatically generated using some annotations only. And for enabling the Lombok dependency, Lombok annotations, you will need to add this particular dependency in your pom.xml. Okay, so by using this dependency only, you will be able to use the Lombok annotations. So this is the current problem that we are facing. Now let's just see how we will resolve this problem. Let's just create one new class, that is a employee class. Okay, so employee class, what employee class will have? First of all, let me declare it as a component. Okay, so that it can be easily auto add as we have seen. Okay, next let's just see the fields inside this employee class. There will be private string name, there can be private what we say address, there can be private string number. Okay, so what's the okay, so these three fields we have. Next, what was the extra piece of code that we were writing? We were all writing getter setters, we were writing default constructor, we were writing toString methods. So all those things are not required now. What we will do, we will simply use annotations for each of the things that we require. So first of all, we require the getter. So what we'll do, we will use that getter annotation. What this getter annotation will do, it will automatically generate the getters of all these fields. It won't be shown here in this class, but since we have used this annotation, we can assume that okay, so now our employee class has the getters. Okay, next what we want the setter. Okay, so we want setter. So now again, there won't be any code here for setter written, but using this annotation we can assume okay, setters are also done. So for all these fields, next is what we require default constructor, that is nothing but no args constructor. Okay, next what we require, that is the parameterized constructor, that is nothing but all args constructor. Sorry, next what we require, toString method, that is when we print this employee class, all the fields inside this employee class should be printed. So for that we will simply use toString method. Yes, and one thing that will be something new for you, that is a builder method. So what this builder method do? So currently when we were forming the object in the main class, what we were doing, we were using the new keyword. But instead of that, if we want to form the object now, we will be using builder method. I will show you the like advantage of builder method over new. Okay, so I hope till now it is clear that why we are using this Lombok annotations and what is the benefit of these annotation. Now let's just try to make the object of this employee class, and let's just set the values in there. Okay, so let's just go towards our main method. Okay, so inside this main method, what we'll do, we will now make the object of this employee class. Now, how we will make object? We will be making using the builder, not the new method. Okay, so employee, we will give the name of the class. Sorry, employee dot. You can see builder here dot build. So if you will do like this, so it will an employee object has been built and it will be given inside a like variable, you can say, or an object, you can say. So like this, so this has the object, and using this now object we can like refer to their field. But now you see that when we are making the object, like we are not passing that what values needs to be given in each of the fields, like for name, for address, for numbers. For that, what we used to do, we used to get the, now we used to call the getters from here. But now with builder method there is one good thing, that we no need to call this getters again and again. We can simply give the values to these fields just by calling their name. That dot, what is the name? So in name, what will pass name? Let's just say we will pass code. Then again, next field is address. So address, what we can give? We can give SHAL. Okay. Next, again, next field. Next field, what was it? It was number. So we can give 9856. Okay. So using this particular builder, and we are passing just the name and the values of each of the field, we have got the employee object. Okay, we have got the employee object, and now using the employee object, if we will now simply print it. So if we will do system.out.println and println, yes, we will simply print, let's just say employee equal to what will give, let's just simply print employee only, let it go. Okay, so let's just run it now. So you will see that, okay, this employee will be printed. Now you will say that what is the advantage over the new keyword? So main advantage over the new keyword was, when we used to make an object using the new keyword, what was it? We while making the object, we need to pass the values of all these things. It was mandatory. But here, if we want, like, okay, I know only two fields, that is name and address I want, and I don't want to give number. So I can skip this part. I can skip this also. So if you will see that, okay, so this employee class has been printed with the following names. So what I was talking about, if we do not want to give the number as of now, so we can simply do it like this also. Okay, but if we will be using the new keyword, then at that particular moment only we need to pass the values of each of the fields, okay. So this is the one advantage over this over the new keyword. So this is the new way of like writing the making the objects and using it. Okay, so now let's just suppose we just require the getters. Okay, now we just require the getters. As of now, we have seen that this is how we are setting the values. Okay, by just calling the names of the field and passing the values. Now let's just suppose in any of the operations I required. Okay, now I've got the employee object. I want to fetch the name of that employee. So what we'll do? We'll simply do object, that is employee dot get name. So you can see that this get name earlier we used to define by ourselves. But now by using simple annotations, we are able to generate this get name getters. Okay, now let's just run it. So similar was the case that when we were building this object, we used first of all builder, then all args constructor was used because we passed some of the values. Okay, then for setting these values, so in this builder function only, for setting these values, inbuilt setter functions were used. And now to get a particular name, a particular field name, we are using the getters. So here you can see that code is printed. So it means that entire code has been generated by just using simple annotations of 4 or 5 lines. So I hope now all these things are clear to you. All the annotations in the Lombok are clear to you, and now you will be able to use them. So this was it for this video. If you found this video helpful, kindly hit that like and subscribe button for this channel, and do share this video among your friends also. Thank you for watching this video.